Hello everyone, Derek's Damn Toys, and we are back with another action figure review. Today we've got the Elite Series 99 Queen Zelina Vega, Zelina Vega, whatever you want to call her. Of course we got the retro packaging as Elite 100 issued the newer series packaging. Getting a look at the back of the box, you got all the different figures on the back here, and in the unboxing, I think I mistakenly said I had that Matt Riddle, which I mean, technically in a sense I do, but I think I got the Top Picks release variation of it. I don't think there's really much of a difference, but I want to say that's how that was listed, so we'll just say that it's that. Anyway, when it comes down to it, it doesn't really matter. What does is getting this chick out of her plastic prison, so why don't we do that? Alrighty, you guys. Now that we've got this chick out of her plastic prison and I've messed around with the figure a little bit, made sure that this review is actually worth continuing to go through, as I almost thought she was kind of suffering from a little bit of Adam Cole syndrome, as I'm going to start calling it. But getting into her accessories, I don't know why I couldn't say that for a second, but yeah. We've got these unique hands. I'm not exactly sure what to say these are supposed to be, but there's that hand and then there's that hand. You've also got another set of hands that are in the figure already. You've got her Queen of the Ring crown, which is also kind of, great to have, because if I really wanted to, I could do a Queen of the Ring and a King of the Ring now, as I have both the Xavier Woods King crown and hers. I also have the King Booker crown too, which I'd probably prefer to use that for the men, but anywho, also got this really nice scepter. I do like the way this scepter looks compared to like Xavier Woods and Booker T's. But now that we've kind of gotten out of the way of that, just because not really much to say about this. The designs on it though are pretty cool, I will say that. The little like diamond at the top. You've got all the little gold accents around the little knob thingy here. Or is that bronze? I don't know, I can't tell. Getting into the figure herself though, really nice figure. I'm fairly intrigued with the fact that, my arms were a little stiff out of the packaging, so I'm hoping that if I do use this for pick fed purposes, that the arms don't just kind of like snap out one of these days, because they were definitely hard to push out, and they still kind of are. Worst case scenario, give this chick a little bit of heat treatment, as I'd like to be able to use this without having the arm gap come into play, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Of course, just kind of taking a quick gander at the figure itself, you can see the little bits of tattoo decals here and there. Doesn't have a whole lot of tattoo decals, but she does have a few, especially after she started dating Aleister Black or Malachi Black, whatever you want to call him. I would say you could even call him Tommy N, though he doesn't go by that name anymore. Getting into the head scan though, I'm not gonna front, to me this almost kind of looks like The Rock's daughter. Like, at first when I took this out of the packaging and stuff, I didn't think it looked too bad. It still does look like Zelina, but something just gives like Rock daughter vibes to me, and I don't know, maybe it's something with the face. But the attire itself is nice. You've got the little bit of silver, red, the all white outfit, the black shoes. Like, everything does look nice. I couldn't tell you if the back of the outfit looked just like that, or if maybe they kinda copped out a little bit, but the whole decor around this figure is nice. The only thing I'd complain about is the fact that we've got skin tone pegs in the hands, so that little design that comes out onto the front kind of stuck with the skin tone peg interrupting that. Maybe that's how it looks, I don't know, highly doubt it, but yeah. kind of not a whole lot to say, but why don't we get her posed up and we can kind of just give our final thoughts, shall we? Alrighty. Now that took me like 15 minutes just to get this all set up. What can I say about this Zelina Vega? Well, first things first, I will point out I do like the fact that the fishnets on the Zelina Vega actually are fishnets and not just a different skin tone like the Dakota Kai. You know, I don't think I mentioned that in that review either, but yeah, the different skin tone, like fishnets or whatever, kind of stupid looking, but it's whatever. I can respect the fact that the scepter does actually also fit in her hands, as, who knows, the microphone probably wouldn't fit in Dakota Kai's hand. But there's a lot of good things about this figure. Of course, when it comes to mine personally, the arms are kind of a issue. But that's like the only gripe I really have with this figure. This is probably one of the few like perfect women's figures I can say may exist. Of course, mine gets the points deducted for the arm issue, but everything else is running pretty fine. I think the only other issue I could probably say I have is when I did finally get this arm to like bend the way it should. It kind of took some tattoo off, but knowing how the arms like kind of were for a little bit there, the same thing happened with my Lindsay Dorado and probably a few other characters that I just can't think about off the top of my head at the moment. But with all that being said, what would I rate this? With it being damn close to perfect, I'm gonna give this a good solid 9. This is probably one of the more underrated figures, as I haven't heard a whole lot of people talking about this figure. And I mean, even if I did, I can't exactly remember anything good that people said about this figure. But, of course, if you're not a women's figure collector, maybe that's part of your problem there, or whatever the case may be, I don't know. But as far as the women's figures go, I'd say this is a good solid 9 out of 10. Probably a go grab it, especially if you're not trying to pay the prices for the LWO 6-pack to get that Zelina Vega, though that one would be a pretty cool one to own, let's be honest. But let's see, if I'm gonna say a good solid 9 out of 10, it's gotta be a good solid 4 out of 5 stars if we're hitting them with the Meltzer rating, you know. But yeah, with that being said, I don't really have a whole lot more to say, so on that note, if you liked the video, feel free to like the video. If you didn't like the video, well, womp womp, I guess. But if you did like the video, feel free to go check out some of my other action figure reviews, pick-fed content, unboxing content, whatever you feel like your heart desires. I've got a couple of different options here on the channel for you, especially as of late. We just got done with the Intercontinental Championship match between AJ Styles and MJF for the pick fed. Gonna be working on a tag team elimination tables match for the tag team champions between the Shield and the Lucha Brothers. Why there's a bunch of tables around the arena, so if you've been asking yourself why, that's why. But yeah, feel free to go check those out. It'd be a big help if you want to go check those out. What would also be a big help too is if you would like to subscribe. After all, it is free to subscribe. And the best part about that is you're kind of doing me a good favor, giving me a little bit of motivation and stuff of that nature to want to make these kind of videos and to want to keep investing into this channel, because we're getting damn close to 200 subs. I know when I reviewed her and the Wade Barrett, I want to say I said it was around like 184 to 185. I can officially say we're at 185 as of recording this video. We're getting really damn close, boys. About 15 more away and we're there. Next goal after that is 250, and we'll just keep on adding an extra 50 to the goal until we reach like 1,000 or something, and then we'll make it like 1,100 or whatever. I don't know, I don't necessarily have goals for that far ahead. The goal right now is getting at 200, getting the Absolute Carnage pay-per-view out, and just keeping life moving, I guess you could say. But with that being said, have a good rest of your day, night, evening, morning, whatever the time of day it is where you're watching this. I don't know, because I am not in your time zone. And who the fuck says I want to be? On that note, though, deuces, ooses, yeah.